Before we start today's video, I would like to preface this video with just 2 points. The first one is an interesting one, and it includes this North American advertisement for Incredible Crisis. Mr. Takahiro is personally accountable for programming fun code. If you and your friends aren't completely freaked out with fun, then he will be fired. This will dishonor his family, which he can restore only by taking his own life with a sword. Wow, what a great advertisement that isn't stressful for making sure that he does not kill himself. Great job, guys! Yeah, so see how the idea of stress keeps coming in. The second thing I would like to preface this video with is that we have just completed Taneo's first chapter. Now, logically, the game continues on focusing on one character, so we would go on to Taneo Chapter 2 if the game was going on regularly. However, the game's story doesn't really work like that. It's all disjointed, and what I would like to do with my playthrough is try to make it so that it kind of works as chronological as possible. So with that, let's take a moment to step away from Taneo and where we left him off, and start on another family member and what they have been doing during the day. Welcome back to Incredible Crisis! We're gonna take a look at Etsuko right now, who apparently can't go grocery shopping without running into a hostage situation, as if Taneo's problems weren't bad enough during the day. This one is a little bit weird, but it's pretty much a stealth minigame. What we gotta do is repeatedly press X in order to move forward. Etsuko moves really slowly while she does this. And if we have a fear of getting caught by one of the guys in the wolf masks, you can press triangle in order to head back to the spot that you originally were. It does remove all your progress, and you can only do that at really a certain amount of times. Because being safe is fine, but you do have time constraints. Also, why is there a toilet security cam? Especially in that angle? I don't really know. I find this game to be a mix of actually knowing the patterns and patrols of the wolf guys, but it's also a mix of just going with your gut, being lucky as well. Otherwise, you're going to be here forever, and we can't be here forever. Besides, it really doesn't help. Like, we want to be out of 10 situations, don't we? Well, apparently now we're useful to the wolf guys. This minigame is actually pretty neat. A lot of people kind of don't like this minigame, but I do. But then again, it involves math, and math is stressful, right? Usually is. It's also a little bit more complicated than the rest of the minigames, because what we gotta do is do an Indiana Jones switch. Pretty much make sure that the plastic bag that we're gonna put on in order to replace the golden pig is the same mass as the pig. So in this case, we need a little bit of a strategy involved here. Each of these items has a certain weight to them in grams. So the first step I usually try to do is make sure that I'm able to get rid of the weird odd number at the beginning of it. So that would be 55 in this case. There is a bunch of different numbers that can be generated, so not just this one. then you kind of go to the other extreme and go for the really heavy objects as well. The challenge of this is that you only really have 6 slots in order to use in order to make sure that the weight is correct. So use them wisely. So right now we have 300 grams and there's really nothing on this list that equals to that, so we have to do a little bit more switching with our heavy objects. So 4,300. And let's see, we got some 3,000. Okay, so we got that, as well as we have 2 empty spaces in our plastic bags. So let's try that. Okay, so we got 650. Something has to be weighing 650. There we go. And then we just go weigh it again, and we're good. Now, overall, I like this minigame because it involves a lot of thinking and simple mental math. But what could the wolf guys possibly want with Etsuko? The other thing I like is that her poses for her different ranks, whether it be A+ or anything else, are the best out of all of the family members. So I hopefully will be able to show off a couple more. But for now, that's it for her chapter. So, I'm going to save. And next time, we're off to another chapter. Maybe it's Etsuko, maybe it's someone else. We'll only find out next time. When I started getting these little segments together, I asked myself, is Incredible Crisis the only game TSPO had a hand in? Turns out that that was not the case. In fact, they had a hand in making the theme to a well-known PlayStation mascot, who made his debut on PS2. However, the theme was only included in the Japanese version of the game. That theme is known as Blackjack, and the theme goes to Sly Cooper for his first game, Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus, or in Japan it was known as Phantom Thief Sly Cooper. This track is a highly recommended one from me. So if you're interested in more, links are in the video description below. Thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you next time.